There you go. I got notified.
All right, Rex. So let's go ahead and finish up here. So this is your customer. We're working on their deal, your deal,
Mm-hmm.
your first deal. Super excited for you, man. So looking at mission solar panels, right now we have in phase IQ8 plus for inverters. We're looking at 41. And the thing that I wanted to tell you, Rex, is that the reason you see 41 in panels and
Yeah.
41 in inverters is because each panel gets a micro inverter. It gets its own inverter. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So if you see this row right here, this is called an array. All of these panels together are called an array. If one of these panels, the inverter goes out, the rest
Mm-hmm.
of them will continue to function within that array.
Mm. Hey,
That's
Jake, just
why.
a question
Yes, sir.
about that. So basically, that's the time that you can track it on the app then, right? Which
Correct.
module is not working. Okay, gotcha.
Yep. So your
Okay.
customer will have an app and it'll show them right here. For example, these are 385s.
Mm-hmm.
So they should see a small number on each panel that says 385. It may fluctuate 370, 365, somewhere in there, depending upon
Okay.
what's going on. But if they see one that's down like at 100 or something like that, then
Mm-hmm.
there's something going on. There's a problem. So then
Right.
that's when they should call a warranty company, right?
Okay.
Yeah, good question. So the system right now, as it was given to us, we've adjusted these numbers already, right? We've gone in and matched them to the utility bill. And the system as it sits is at 114% offset, right?
Mm-hmm.
As we talked about, everything under the yellow line here will be produced by their solar system in the future. Everything above the yellow line is their new CPS bill.
That means like, for example, February, March, and April, they can actually like use more energy if they wanted to, right? That
Correct. Yep.
okay.
They don't have to be too conservative here in these months because they have a lot of plenty of space, right?
Okay.
So if you look here, their new utility bill is at $13 based upon this system size and this offset. Now I'm going to show you how we can how we will finish building out this system. There's certain things that we need to do. We will need to make sure that when we build out the system, in order for them to qualify for their CPS rebate, we don't want to go over $4.
Okay.
CPS will not give them a rebate for sure if we go over $4. So I always try to stay $3.99, $3.98, anywhere under there, $3.60, whatever the system builds to, as
Yeah.
long as you're not over $4. So I never go over $3.99 myself. And
Okay.
that price comes up as you build the system out. In the plan, the warranty, the margin, the profit margin, all of those things equal up to that. Okay. So here
Gotcha.
we'll go into our adders and we'll build a system. Every system, we're going to add a 200 amp main panel upgrade. If you notice right here, TBD, to be determined. To be determined. We don't know for sure if they already have a 200 amp main panel upgrade. Remember when you input the lead?
Yeah.
We put 200. Now we're going to say that we're going to build out the system size, and we're going to add this in just in case they need it. Because
so what does that do, the electrical adders?
This is their main panel upgrade. So on the main panel that they have in their home, their solar system is going to be wired into their main panel. And if they don't have a 200 amp main panel, they won't withstand it. It won't pass code or inspection or any of those things. So some
So
homes
basically,
have,
you're just putting that there just in case they need it, type of deal.
correct.
When
And
they
then,
inspect it. Okay.
right. And then once site survey and everybody else goes out there and electrical and they start working on it, they don't need this and they're going to pull it out. So
Okay.
it's not going to have to pay that, right? So mounting adders, we don't have to put anything there for mounting adders right now. All of these other sections we won't need. These are, of course, obvious different things. If you're doing a ground mount, stuff like that, right? But in this system here, I like to add, well, we need to add multiple arrays. Okay, remember I showed you the array, all those panels together way over in that corner, and then some off
Right.
to the left, and they're different areas.
Uh-huh.
The electricians are going to charge us for having all these different sections. So we need to make sure we put it into the deal, because it's a cost. It's a cost of them wiring up things all over the roof because there's
Oh, okay.
multiple arrays. Okay.
Gotcha.
Extended warranty. Now, if you went with Solar Edge 20-year, there's no cost. Okay.
Mm,
I always add a 30-year warranty to every deal I do
yeah. And that's
because it's
actually
like
what I mentioned to them.
yeah, we want to make sure that we put it in there and let them know that they're getting a 30-year warranty
Yeah.
with their system. Now they pay for it, but it's, I mean, they're going to be ended up paying a $50,000 for a system, or
Right.
who knows, more or less. We'll find out in a minute, but we don't want to, you know, cut corners. You know what I mean?
Right.
Uh,
Just a quick question, the extended warranty, Jake. So what I mentioned to them is it covers, if there's damage in the installation, through the roof will be damaged through the installation or something like that, or damage that is caused by the solar panels. It'll also cover the solar panel itself and also the inverters, right?
Correct.
Okay. And let's just say like that
Product and
they
workmanship.
product, that's the simplest. Okay. So for example, they had a battery that's already included there, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure I said it right then. Thank you.
Yeah, so in a little bit, I'll give you the flyer. I'll show you where to get the flyer. It's actually on your marketing tools in the
Okay.
back office. And it'll show you what Power Care covers. I used to have it sitting right here. I don't know if it still is, but I gave it to Stephen. But it'll show you exactly what Power Care covers. So you can show that, to them, what's covered with their system for the 30-year warranty.
Okay.
So those basic things there. If you needed any of these other things like roof work, if they were doing a roof and you were going to add it into the deal, this
Like
is
if
where
there's
you would
something
add it.
wrong with the roof, right?
Yep. If there was something wrong. Yep.
Okay.
Here's where the batteries are.
Hmm.
So sunlight only, 3 kilowatt, 10 kilowatt, 20 kilowatt, 30 kilowatt.
Can you click the 10 kilowatt? I just want to see how much it costs. 15. Okay.
15. Yeah, for the 10
Gotcha.
kilowatt. And remember, there's increments. So each one, like the 3 kilowatt would probably do like the refrigerator, microwave, couple plugs, and as you increase, I'll also send you a graphic for that.
Okay.
So you can
Cool.
see it. But one of our customers in New Braunfels, what he did is he added the 3 kilowatt. He added the 3 kilowatt with the intention of upgrading to a bigger battery system later.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah. As long as they have space to add 8 panels, then they can do that. Yep. So
nice. Because I think that would be something that they would like to hear also.
Sure.
Because they were kind of curious about like, hey, if everything shuts off, would we still have energy? And I don't know if this is correct, but I told them like if you don't have I just told them I'm not sure. Like if you have solar panels and there's actually no electricity in the grid, that you guys will still have electricity. I think you will only have electricity if you have the batteries. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because if the grid's down and there's no battery, then they're not getting anything, because the energy is that they create with their solar system, they're sending it back to CPS. So CPS is acting as the battery. The
Okay.
way they eliminate that is if they get their own battery. And then
Gotcha.
the solar system will charge the battery first and then send over the excess over to CPS.
Okay.
Yep. So we can show them that number as well. We can add it in when we meet with them. If they needed tree trimming, you're going to offer a rebate or any of those things. If they needed a critter guard, when Eric and I were in Las Vegas, we saw the critter guards were huge, man. They were being used over there a lot.
What is that? Is that like something on the roof?
It actually goes around the edge and it covers the space in between the panel and the roof. So it
Oh,
covers like the
okay.
edge.
So nobody will like make a little
So
something
the
under
critters
the.
don't go in there. Yeah. Like in Vegas, we saw like tons of pigeons on the roofs
Okay.
and birds and stuff like that. So here, I don't really see them used very often here. But over there, I guess it was a big problem. So as you can see here in the margin, this deal is sitting at $17,363.50.
Okay.
That's the profit margin.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So you would say you can multiply 30% from there would go to Powur. And then whatever the number left from there is divided 50-50 between you and I, since it's a mentor deal.
363.50. Gotcha. 70. Got about 50. Cool.
What did that leave? What does it look like?
So divided by half, that would be 6,077. Like per
Okay.
side.
Not bad for your first deal, right?
Yes, sir. It's good.
Okay, so let me show you something real quick. Remember we talked about this number over here in pricing? Now that we've built the system out, now we need to take a look and make sure we didn't go over $4. So let's take a look. Not bad.
Not bad. Yeah, it's pretty loaded.
339. But let me add one more element to this, okay? Financing. We haven't put any financing in yet. Okay.
Right.
So we know, because you already had the conversation with them, that they're gonna want to do the loan. So we can build out a little bit for them, and then we have a good idea. Okay. So let's say we went the lower the interest rate, remember, the lower the interest rate, the higher the payment. Okay. I'm sorry, the higher the dealer fee. So that interest rate affects a lot of things, right? So let's start.
So the 4.99, that's the interest rate?
Yes, sir. So in this scenario, if we went a straight good leap 25-year 4.99, this 114% offset, right? Is that where we were at? 114. They would have a solar payment of 313 and a utility payment of 13. So they'd be at $326 locked in. Not bad, right? Okay, so now that we've put in financing and all these other options, the system has shown us here that they would qualify for 30%, or their system, the amount that the system cost is, 30% of that would be $23,000, their federal tax credit, okay? And then if they got their CPS rebate, that's $3,000 there. Now this new customer incentive, I'm going to take the new customer incentive off because it's an added additional almost 4,000 to the loan. Okay. Now we'll kind of talk to them a little bit and see if it's something that they're interested in, and then we can add it back in. But basically what the incentive does is it gives them directly $3,000 or that amount there that they qualify for, and they can make their payments up front, like let's say 12 months or whatever it may be. Right?
So if they want to put like cash down, is that
but
it?
It's from the loan. Yeah, it's from the loan. Okay. So this system, as it sits, $72,000 loan amount, 21,700 in tax credit, and 3,000 in CPS. Their new system cost, if they apply these dollars, is 47. But the loan that they will take out is 72,000. Okay.
Okay.
Now, we're not done. Let's go back here, because as we're building, does all of this still make sense to them? Is this something they're interested in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is their utility bill now? Remind me.
On what I got written down, it says like the lowest they have is 180, and then the highest they have is, I think it goes from $400 or something.
Okay. So here they would be locked in at 303, right? What it
Yep.
looks like. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go back. Now that we've added in all these numbers, let's go back and take a look at our pricing, right?
Yeah.
So here in pricing, look where we're at.
Ooh.
So we need to drop this down, right?
Yeah.
So the only way to drop it down is reduce system size and reduce the margin. So I want to show you something here. Look at this dealer fee right here, 25.99.
What does that mean? Like dealer fee?
That's the finance. That's what
The
the
financing?
yep, that the company is charging them for that
Mm,
4.99 interest rate. So we can go up on their interest rate, and this
mm,
dealer fee will come down, which will drop their system cost
mm.
a little bit. Okay.
Would there be so they have a good credit score as well. Is that gonna affect the interest rate for the loan that they might have or something like that? Or how does that play into?
Nope. As long as they have a 650 and above, then they'll
Mm-hmm.
qualify for all of these interest rates. It's
Oh,
not,
really?
yeah, it's not really like how kind of in the car, you know.
Oh, really? Okay.
So what we'll do is we'll come back over here. We'll adjust this over
That's
here.
kind of interesting. Okay.
Yeah, dealer fees, because they can basically charge whatever they want. So remember that right now it's 72,000. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
is a system cost. I'm gonna go up to 5.99. Let's see what that does. Okay, and come back over here. I go to pricing. Look at it, dropped at 34 cents.
Mm.
And how much did it drop it in our dealer fee? A whole 10%. It's now 19.99. That's pretty good. So we're at $4.24 instead of 4.58. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to show you down here. Look at their new system costs, $6,000 less.
Right.
Okay. Now, the other way we can get that down is in this margin. We can cut our margin down. Oops. Okay. 374. So we did really good. We got under there. We can come back up a little bit, right?
Okay.
$387. See what 387 does for them. Now look at their payment.
Mm.
$269 and $13. So 270, 280, 282.
282.
Yeah, that's not bad, huh?
Yeah, it's like 3,300 something annually locked in.
Mm-hmm. And brings their cost of their system down to 61,000 finance and 39,000 after they apply these rebates.
Nice.
We'll go back over here, check our margin. Our margin being 12,000.
Mhm.
So right off the top, Powur would take 30% of that.
12,628.70. So we get 8,839 divided by 2, 4,400 each.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Are you comfortable with that number? Do you want to make adjustments? Do you want to go up, down? This is your deal. So
Yeah.
I'm okay with what you'd like to do.
It's
I
a
think
small
this is
adjustment.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm just wondering like how it would look like if it's 0.85 for margin, or does
Right
that
here.
I accept it or no?
Yeah. So right now it's at 0.8 is 12.6. And then it goes to 13.4. So about $800 difference.
Okay, 800. Yeah, 0.8 is fine.
You want the 0.8?
Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Just to
Okay.
kind of help them out too.
Exactly. And that's how I do it, Rex, is I work the numbers.
Yeah.
What am I comfortable with? Obviously, we can make tons of money, right? But at the same time, we're trying to help a homeowner save money.
Yeah.
We're trying to build them a system that works for them, what makes sense,
Yeah.
and make our fair share, we don't have to take anybody's head off, So I always go back to pricing and I always double check it, just to have it and make sure. And then adders is good. So to be determined, multiple arrays, extended warranty, and then our margin, okay? So now you built your first solar system.
Nice.
That's pretty much it. That's
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you guys.
That's pretty much it right there. And like I said, when we meet with them, we can pull panels off. We won't be able to add panels to the system because this is the max, right, that we're starting with. But any panels that we pull off will reduce the cost of their system, which will lower their price. So
Right.
it's good.
Okay.
And as I mentioned over here, in financing, this is a 25-year 5.99. And financing, a lot of changes have been going on with financing recently. So let's take a look at this one, okay? Just so you get an idea on how things change. See, it dropped it to 54 from 61. We're at 61, right?
I think it was 66 or something.
Yeah, so it dropped it even more. And then look at their payment now. And what GoodLeap does is, GoodLeap is giving them 18 months to apply these credits.
Okay. Hey
and-
Jake, so what was the talk before about the interest rate that people sometimes can get from 0.9 to like 5% or something like that?
So those super low interest rates are gone.
Oh, really?
Those are gone. Yeah, I can show you here.
Okay.
The lowest is 2.99. In those scenarios, it would be somebody that is really trying to be meticulous about, hey, I'm going to pay this sucker off fast. But you have to look at the overall cost, because they're going to pay a higher dealer fee for that lower number.
Yeah, I guess I just thought I asked because I did mention it, both of them work in the bank and all that stuff. So
well, then they should
it's
know interest rates have gone up. Yeah.
Yeah. So they would probably understand.
They should definitely understand that mortgage rates, car loans, the federal bank raised all the rates like 2 or 3 weeks ago again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they definitely should know that.
Like
and we
you don't know, like
here.
Yeah.
You can show them this here when we meet with them. I've done it before, it just depends on the person. So somebody who's in banking, they may be super techie into the numbers, right? And they should understand dealer fees as well. depending upon what they do at the bank, you know. So on the 7.99, we had them on a 5.99. And look at that 5.99 is a better scenario for them. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
289 and 269. So what the Good Leap does is for the first 18 months, they can apply all these monies in the first 18,
Mm-hmm.
and then month 19, their payment will go to 269. Okay. So their first 18 months is 289. And then month 19 drops to 269 once they've applied these dollars. If they don't apply these dollars, this is what it looks like. If they don't apply the federal tax credit,
yeah,
and the CPS, their solar payment is that.
wow, it's basically the same as their CPS.
Now, that's not something you really want to say to them,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
Ultimately, the way to look at that is this: they're locking in their cost,
Right.
and they're no longer renting their utilities. Right now, CPS can do whatever they want. They can go up on the rates every 6 months, add additional fees and different things like that. And if they do rate hikes at 8%, 9%, 10%, all of that stuff, right? It's based upon whatever they pay today for their utility cost.
Do we know like how much has changed since the last 5 years in their hikes and all that, CPS?
We used to have that number here on there. I don't know, Eric, do you have that
6% in the
number?
last 20 years.
6% in the last 20 years. So
Inflation.
with inflation. So if you look here, it gives you an estimate. If they don't go solar in the next 5 years, this is what.
That's based on only 4%.
This, yeah, that's true. This is only based on 4% here. These numbers. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Any questions?
So wait, so for the bar up there, if you can scroll up a little bit. So what does that small bar represent?
These right here?
Yeah, that's
These
just
two-
the energy.
These two bars?
Uh-huh.
So this one on the left is their current utility.
Okay.
Right? So look. You see, they have if they have a solar payment, right? Right here, they're only paying for that top gray section. This is solar, and this is just straight utility.
Okay.
So their solar system's right here in blue. And as time goes, dropping, gone. And then they're only paying for that.
So one on top. Gotcha.
So in 25 years, estimated would be $51 at 4% increase per year. Where over here at 4% increase, estimated would be 469. We know it ain't going to be 469. It's already that.
Yeah.
They're already seeing those costs, you know.
Okay.
So it's a pretty good deal, man. I mean, they can lock in their costs, you know, and they're not having to be victim of these ever-ending rate hikes that increase their bills, you know, double them or whatever they, you know, happens to them, you know.
Right. Cool. Awesome. Thanks for showing me that, Jake. So that's pretty much it. And then they'll just kind of explain to them everything, right?
Yeah. So now you will see when I can't recall what you had said, what their availability was. We can jump on a Zoom just like this. I'll do the presentation, you know, so you can see how to present it and close their deal, you know.
So you'll be next
everything is
Monday.
done right here. So should they decide to move forward, it's really simple. Right here, this blue button. It's a few simple questions. It's a soft credit pool, and we pull their credit, and then we get the approval. and we send them the loan docs. The loan docs will go to their email. They can do it on the e-sign through e-signature, DocuSign, and
Yeah.
then we'll send them the install agreement the same way. We can have it all wrapped up really quickly.
Okay. Oh, one thing too, because I just want to check if I explained it correctly. I told him, like, the benefit of the solar platform is that the companies can compete for you. That's how I try to explain it, in the sense of, like, you can pick whichever panels, you can pick whichever lender you want to choose. So basically kind of like empowering the homeowner in that sense. Is that correct?
That's an interesting way to put it. You could, but I don't know that I would build my business that way personally.
Okay.
I would lead them because you're the professional,
Mm-hmm.
you're the trained expert. So you want to lead
Gotcha.
them, you want to lead them in the best product, and
Gotcha.
the best scenario that you feel, in your professional opinion, would help them.
Okay.
So up front, you want to find out what their ultimate goal is, right? You want
Right.
to determine, is it to ultimately reduce the cost of their monthly payment,
Okay.
or is it somebody who's stuck in, well, I want 0.99 because my cousin got 0.99 last year.
Right. Right.
Okay, you can have 0.99, but your payment is not going to be super low.
Mm-hmm.
You follow me?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That makes
So
sense. It still goes back to that motivation then.
right, what is their motivating factor?
Yeah.
And are they motivated by, the fact that they pay $400 a month some of the months,
Mm-hmm.
and 280 or 200 when it's lowest,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean? Are they motivated to no longer be a victim to rate hikes?
Yeah. I think one thing that kind of stood out to them, though, it seems like they reacted pretty well when I explained to them that, of course, switching to solar is it's an expensive transition in that sense. But think about it like you're adding another asset in your home rather than a liability type of deal. And they're like,
Yeah,
oh, yeah, that's right. Because they were talking about water softeners. I was like, how water softeners save their pipes and they never have to do anything whatsoever. So I just
yeah,
kind of like grabbed that and told them, like, yeah, exactly. It's the same as the water softener. You pay
yeah.
for it,
Same
but you're
concept, just on a
actually
grander scale.
okay. Yeah, cool.
Yep, same similar concept, just on a grander scale, because right
Mm-hmm.
now, what you want to help your customers by educating them on is that they're renting their utility.
Right.
Would they rent the water softener,
Mm,
or
probably
would
not.
they or would they make payments on it to own it?
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing, with the solar system. They're going to make payments that are way less
Mm-hmm.
in the long run than they're paying CPS. If their higher bill was almost 500, and currently we're looking at 269 plus 13, 280, 282, right? That's not bad to take control,
Yeah.
because I guarantee you, come January, February, March, there's going to be a rate hike, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Everything is kind of unstable right now in the economy.
the economy is very unstable, yeah. So the best time to go solar is now,
Yeah.
um, and like we said, some customers will say, well, it's a big investment, right?
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, is it truly an investment? They're financing it, you know.
Yeah.
So there's a couple ways that folks can look at that.
Right.
Is an investment? Sure, because their house will go up in value, right? A certain percentage, right? I think I recently heard like 4.5 or somewhere in there, the average they're saying.
Mm.
NAR does have an official opinion on it. You can take a look at the NAR website.
Also, it did. It
Mhm.
sounded like San Antonio was a steady 3%, right? So now it's kind of like getting up to speed in a 4% something. Okay.
Well, I mean, solar, in the month of September, as a company, we were 500 installs over what was projected.
Mm.
So, I mean, that's just us.
Yeah.
So solar as a whole is is on fire right now. And there's
Yeah.
a reason customers are switching to solar.
Switching.
You
Yeah.
gotta remember, always let your customers know California's been mandatory since 2018 on new build,
Yeah.
single family households. Moving forward in 2023, the new standard is going to be in California is going to be all single family households, not just new build,
Wow.
will be energy efficient ready.
So might as well just take advantage of the incentives while they have it, type of deal too.
Yeah, get incentives, lock in your lower rates. Federal income tax credit that's being offered now is 30%. But like you said, everything's very volatile. So I don't see it getting better.
Right.
So that's why I said the best time to go solar is now.
Yeah.
Yes,
Cool.
sir.
Thank
Good
you, Jake.
stuff.
Thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
All right, Rex. Well, let me know. Shoot me a text, and
Okay.
let's see if Monday works for them.
Yeah. Yeah, it does work for them. That's what I, scheduled with them last time when we finished the meeting. So Monday at I think it's 7, something like, yeah.
Monday
7.
at 7. All right, let me write it down.
So I will just expect like a Zoom meeting from you or something like that,
We'll use this
and
same
then
Zoom
send
link
it
right
to.
here.
Oh,
Mhm.
this one. Okay, gotcha.